Like the video and subscribe right now, and I'll show you a picture of invisible doggo. Ready? 3, 2, 1. IQ test. International Test of Intelligence. Certificate. Your IQ. Over 160. In my opinion, he overcorrected. This is what you should practice all styles of racing. The rear end lost traction, yes, but that was a perfectly controllable drift. The car was still on the race line and the nose was pointed in the right direction. He could have just as easily feathered his way out of that slide by controlling the accelerator until the rear regained traction. How many times have you been through EAU Rouge? In a GT3 car? In the wet? It's annoying when people write equals/equals in their posts. Just take the extra 2 seconds and write out is not the same thing as or is not equal to you semi-literate Neanderthal. How about writing 2 instead of using 2 you quasi-literate duckhead? Black sewing machine brooch. It may help you to spell it correctly. Brooch. Imagine coming in that obnoxiously only to be wrong LMAO. This is my biggest problem in life. And my college instructors are average at best. It's hard to get anything done when you have to actively think about what you are going to say and immediately dumb it down a few levels just so more than 5% of the room will get it. I've had to be graded by an independent adjudicator on 3 separate occasions because my thesis on papers are somewhat far-fetched but still were well within the guidelines for the paper, and I was later given A's on all 3 papers. I just want to make an original paper instead of something that has been exhausted in many forms. This issue constantly crops up for me in the academic world, but nowhere near as much in the work world. This has led me to be stuck working with people of diminished or non-existent intelligence, because to progress in the work world, one must deal with academia. Hints, anyone? I have been thinking about this exchange all day. Every seafood restaurant in DC should have a special this week called Squid Pro Quo. Actually, the expression is quid pro quo, not squid. It's Latin. He's probably thinking about other girls. If I blow who out of my mouth, cold air comes out. If I blow higher, hot air comes out. All these dumb mother duckers who don't know basic thermodynamics probably have a heart attack from seeing the entry level, bitch mode, full assumptions ideal gas model. Never mind the full explanation. Get on my level and stop neglecting your wife, you ducking amateur. Literally hurts me to see people saying it's 9. The answer is 1. Brackets first. It took me 23 years to realize that the dad in Jumanji was also the hunter. How could you not realize I was 10 and still saw the psychological parallel of the villain in the father, and that perhaps it was a manifestation of his imagination? Halogens. It exists as a lustrous purple-black non-metallic solid at standard conditions that melts to form a deep violet liquid at 114 degrees Celsius and boils to a violet gas at 184 degrees Celsius. I knew you were dumb. Suck it, loser. Oops. Wrong chat. Context. My friend asked me if iodine melts, which my smart ass replies with a yes, but he goes no it doesn't, it sublimates. So now I proved him wrong. By the way, if you take the most powerful dog and put it against the most powerful cat, the dog would be shredded cheese. The 2 highest IQ scores ever recorded belonged to women. Unusual, considering I've never met a woman smarter than me. Well, that's unfair, considering I've never met a man smarter than me either. Anyone who doesn't like Big Bang is just too stupid to get the jokes. Did I use meme correctly? I do not know much about these things, but I have read Richard Dawkins' Selfish Gene, where he first introduced the term, and apparently it is now used colloquially to refer to image macros and jokes. I do not understand how lower IQ people function, but it is fascinating. I would like to continue to learn from you people. People who know me well often try to remind me that I'm so much smarter than the #2 person in the room, and that I should just let disabled people be disabled people because it isn't worth my time. My dad drilled it into me before he died that anyone under a 140 IQ is like a different species to me. Maybe this is why I can't get a job. I'm hated for being smart. I love this and all her content, but damn the way she says reconnaissance just rustles my jimmies. Day. The word is French. Your arrogance and hubris are only overmatched by your overweening provincial ignorance. There, ye poor silly Yankee from Dim Dam Dumfakistan. Such is life. Have a good one. Stay safe. Sio. Why do so many white people speak non-white languages? Cultural appropriation is a real issue, okay. One of the worst cases of this is in the realm of second languages. Caucasians love to appropriate cultures through language as a way to intrude on the lives of those who might not speak their language. It's seen as fun or interesting. Spanish is another issue and Tumblr has had this debate before. You see so many white kids at high school or college who are proud to be able to speak Spanish. Why not speak a European language like German instead of appropriating the culture of minorities? Frankenstein enters into a bodybuilding competition and finds he has seriously misunderstood the objective. For the last time, Frankenstein was the name of the doctor. A doctor who built a body. This meme is dumb. Just cause you are hours ahead in terms of sun rising/setting doesn't mean you know the future. It's illogical. Memes are supposed to show logical truth, not illogical thoughts. Even as a joke I find it dumb. Featured comment. Give it to me. Huh, he's probably thinking about other girls. Him, can everyone just let us sleep? If you want to be featured in the next video, use #dankness. People are ducking idiots. My neighbor's kid just tried to tell me that bats are mammals. Mammals don't fly, we walk and are confined to the ground. No wonder my family in Sweden thinks Americans are dumb. You'll truly need to educate your kids better. Bats are birds. You might be an alpha nerd, but I'm an omega nerd. My knowledge is encyclopedic, my vocabulary loquacious. If that hasn't scared you off already, that's a pretty good sign. What's an encyclopedia? The docking scene is so ducking beautiful man. But not scientifically accurate though. Lol, does it really matter? And I read that they did some research. For someone who comes from a very scientific background, it becomes very hard for me to overlook flaws in these movies. Oh my god. It's an angel. No, their brain isn't evolved to have sense of religion and afterlife, marked by some act like burial and making humanoid shaped art. They simply don't understand what they don't understand and don't make any assumption to explain certain phenomena. And I think he's 19. 19. Wow, I feel ancient lol. He's a kiddo. Wait, aren't you only 3 years older? I'm also the youngest entrepreneur in my family and town. I have a degree and frequently participate in the stock market. I'm about to buy a house, and I'm considering getting myself a Porsche Cayman. Congrats. You're still only 3 years older though. You gotta understand, when you come to live this kind of life your age doubles, at least in terms of maturity. Not something your psychology major will give you, I'm afraid. Well, aren't you a delight? Is it just me, or does laughter feel too much like showing weakness? Probably just a thinker thing. What the duck? Some feeler chuckles at a meme. Me an intellectual, you fool. I'll be famous one day, but for now I'm stuck in 2nd grade with a bunch of morons. You have an IQ of 74. See what your score means. FreeIQtest.net. How? I took the test myself, and I got a 134. I'm 12 years old. You would have to be an idiot of an unimaginable caliber to get a 74. It's only 20 questions. Jesus Christ almighty. What the duck? I'm smarter than 134% of people. It's honestly boring to be so smart and understand everything. Good one. What kind of fish is made of only 2 sodium atoms? 2 Na. That awkward moment when you actually get these puns and chemistry is not even your field. You've been visited by the rare doggo of speed. You will be blessed with ability to travel at the speed of light, but only if you comment. The fastest good boy. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe for more daily videos.